All right, so a lot of you wanted to actually know how I do what I do and why I take my trades. So let's go over it in the most ghetto way possible because I'm not going to make this take too long for either yourself or myself. Sweet. So again, I order flow scalp on the 5 second using the NASDAQ as well as just pure order flow. So over here I have cumulative volume delta, and this is basically just your DOM. I don't really like reading the numbers because, let's be honest, when things are moving fast, you're not going to be reading numbers anyways. Okay, so this first trade, basically what I saw, came up to this previous point. I was expecting it to come up, then down hard if it's going to continue, since it just got off this huge sell-off over here. Yeah, it's more or less, I see a bunch of volume, and I know that if this proceeds to fail across these three candles, then we're going to have a nice flush down. So we'll see what happened. Kept going up. And actually, what ended up happening is we had two aggressive sellers try to take the market down here. And both times they were met with a green candle and someone pushing the bid up and being like, give me all those contracts, boy, you're going nowhere. So, yeah, canceled my contracts, didn't want to really catch a fill there. I was right eventually, though. There's my seller. And now I'm basically re-engaged for a sell. Again, remember, general trend is to the downside. I'm not trying to time a top or anything. I'm trying to catch like a midpoint move lower. Cool. So let's see what happens here. We're coming up back to this area. Now you notice that as we come up here, once more, really heavy, aggressive selling. Market orders hitting the ask. And we even start having this as well as this. So comes up, aggressive selling still going. The guy who was over here just pulled out completely. Absolute pussy. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm seeing that candle begin to stutter. Let's see what happens. Okay, that candle's stuttering. And right there, there was a nice little order that just got pulled. If we move back a bit, you'll see that he is there. These two fellas right here, very soon, disappears off the book. The aggressive selling is now beginning to get met by some actual the aggressive buying is getting met by some actual aggressive selling. At this point, I'm like, okay, this is worth an order with a first take profit here and a runner further lower. Let's see if we get it. So I move my stops, it immediately dumps downwards, and I auto break even into this point after 5 points in profit. And it comes right back up and takes me out. But hey, that's 5 points in 15 seconds. 100 USD. Can't complain. All right, so it clearly reclaimed that level pretty damn quick. At this point, I see our friend up here, and I realize that there's a big buyer now supporting the bid. As well, what I just saw is if we let this end, I saw that we had two sets of aggressive sellers, and in both instances, this bid minus ask, there happen to be more people on the bid over here against this aggressive selling. Means that someone's basically absorbing it. So someone's absorbing it. This guy tried to aggressively sell on this candle, and that candle went up. So think of it, if you were him and you just went in a bunch of market sells at this point, do you really want to be in your trade now that it's going immediately against you? Probably not. All right, so we got our first fill. I like where my stop is right here. It's basically hiding behind this guy who doesn't seem to be a faker because he didn't push his orders up and he didn't pull his orders randomly. As well, if we look at on balance volume, it's clearly much higher than it was when it was over here. So again, we're at the same price. On balance volume is much higher. That means increased buying pressure. Sweet. All right, here's our second fill. This is a good sign too. This guy's pulling his order up, trying to push the market up with it. Now it's gonna tease me. And there it is. All right, so once I saw that, I'm gonna leave my runner on. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna trail behind this recent swing low over here because there's no point losing money on a trade that's won so far. Okay, I see it move in my favor. I'm gonna trail pretty damn heavy. At this point, because we are in a general downtrend, I wanted to trail behind every last green candle. So basically, price comes up, I'm trailed here, comes up again, I'm trailed here, comes up again, I'm trailed here. And that's basically what I did. It did end up working pretty well. And if we just fast forward through all of this, you'll actually find that it basically just takes me out, but for around 10 points in profit. So right now we started at, what was it? We started at 41 points, we're at 60 points. We started around here, which is 1425, and this is 1429. So personally, $400 in 5 minutes doesn't seem like a bad deal to me. So for all of you telling me scalping doesn't work, fuck yourself. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video.